26.5 minutes left in this session as Jimmy Johnson climbs aboard. Ian Dale Jr. finished 1-2 here last year. As Jr. gets set for another run. Now Carl Edwards and Jimmy Johnson have finished 1-2 here 3 times. As Carl debriefs with Daniel Suarez.
So, that's a tablet that a lot of the top teams have inside the car with a lot of different data. They can actually go into what one of their teammates has done, and they can show their throttle trace, steering wheel, braking, RPMs, and really break down and dissect each corner, entry, middle, and exit. So a lot of great information there, as well as timing and scoring.
Yeah, plus they have dartfish that they can look at, and that can overlay your car on another car. And there's just, it blows my mind the amount of stuff that they have down there in the garage to use these days.
And that's a really good point, DW, because you're talking about and Matt was talking about all the different things that are thrown out at a young driver like Suarez. When you watch dartfish, that helps you know the line, the entry speed, all the different nuances of this racetrack that you can really pick up speed with.
Danica Patrick jumps to 29th from 33rd on the practice chart. Here's Matt.
Mike, when the Cup Series ran the low downforce package at both Michigan's and Kentucky, it's hard to find anybody that was more successful on first and a third for Kyle Larson. So you got to be pretty jacked up that we've gone with this package for 2017.
Yeah, I think qualifying trim's always been kind of good to us here in Atlanta. So race trims were, I feel like we need to work on it. We made a 15-lap run there, and I thought our middle of the run was okay. Fired off a little slow and probably ended a little slow, but just trying to keep a good balance on our target Chevy and then try and keep the rear tires underneath me. It's a super wore-out surface, so it's always tough to be smooth and then hit your marks every lap.
Certainly is challenging.
That was his best lap, but he did not climb up the chart from 4th. Jimmy Johnson currently 23rd with a 30-30.
We're just hearing from Kyle Larson. I'm excited for that young man this year. I really think now this is his 3rd year, I think, at the Cup level. I think this is the year that he's going to shine, and I'm seeing some things out of Chip Ganassi Racing where I think they're improving the performance of the cars to give him the tools that he needs to do to showcase his abilities and talents. We've seen in pre-season testing some great lap times and speed out of the car. Already seen a little bit of it here today. I think this could be quite the breakout year for him.
Yeah, I don't know how much, I know they get their engines from Hendrick, and I don't know how much SHR falling off, last year going forward. If that's maybe put a little more emphasis on the 1 and the 42 this year, with Barry Canessi, bringing those guys may move some resources, people over to help them.
DW 198 going into turn 1. You think that little spoiler is helping them get all that straightaway speed? You bet.
That's why I wouldn't like about having that dash in my car, because I think you can see how fast you're going.
Now we, oh man, now you saw right there, he ran the high line coming to the green, ran the high line in 1 and 2, tried to get to the bottom of the yellow line, the front end just didn't stick, and he missed that yellow line. It's going to cost him a little bit of speed there.
And you heard him say, we don't have enough front downforce.
Just up to 17.
Complain about the front downforce, but again, I'll just point out, strong tailwind pushes you down that back straightaway into turn 3.
Well, I was going to say, not only a strong tailwind, but because of the lack of drag on that tiny spoiler, they're carrying a lot more speed in there. When they lift, it just doesn't slow down the way it did in the past.
Eric Almirola coming off a great top 5 finish at Daytona. When we saw the Kyle Larson graphic, it said on the bottom, ran out of gas while leading on the final lap. And Larry, that was a surprise to a lot of us who thought everybody had fuel to go the distance. What happened to so many cars so late in the race that fuel mileage became a big issue?
Well, after the race, Mike, and I got to studying, there was a bit of a trend of a pattern. A lot of the Chevrolet teams, Chase Elliott, Austin Dillon, Kyle Larson, we had one Toyota team, Martin Truex Jr., the 78, but realistically, none of the Ford teams ran out of fuel, including, obviously, Kurt Busch and Ryan Blaney that ran 1st and 2nd. But the biggest thing that they hadn't planned on, and you could have got my money on this one, no one ever thought we would run the last 47 laps of the Daytona 500 caution-free. They were banking on at least one more caution.
And I don't know if Kurt Busch talked a lot about it this week, but I did talk to a few drivers, and those that were not up front in those first couple positions, they were saving a lot of fuel, running like half throttle for the last 10 to 15 laps of that race.
Yeah, I want to say hello to Robert Yates, too. Thinking
Yes.
about you, Robert, praying for you, brother. Hope you're getting better. Hope you're feeling well.
Now, just as we started this discussion, Eric Almirola came through 3 and 4.
And he sort of went up the race right in the middle of the corner, but watch this.
Came through all right.
Wow.
All right.
Whoa.
All right.
Woo.
Catch 1, catch 2.
Woo. Yeah, I was going to say catch 3 or 4, maybe if you go all the way back to the center of 3 and 4.
Yep, Robert Yates on the ballot for the NASCAR Hall of Fame. As far as I'm concerned, on my ballot, he's a lock this year.